trying to look fucking cool rolling a cigarette. No idea what the fuck I'm doing. But on the equestrian side, my horse tried to throw me. I managed to stay glued to the little fucker. Reedus' horse, the whole time he's fucking suave bola. Doing all of this shit, and the horse shifted its weight. Didn't take a fucking step. Didn't move anywhere. Shifted the weight from his left hip to his right. Went from this to our horses, my left foot is touching Reedus' right foot. That's how close our horses were. The horse went clink, and Reedus goes, Flannery! 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 Move! It moved! Flannery! And all I saw was the red ember of that cigarette and falling and hit the fucking ground because Suave Bola couldn't hold on to it while that horse just shifted its fucking weight. That's a true story, swear to God, man. I beat myself for like an hour. I looked in his eyes and he didn't think, he knew he was gonna die. He knew. And the horse just went. You had to fucking be there. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
This is for Marco. I wanted to say I love your voice, and I was just wondering, would you ever do comedy? It's funny in Boondock Saints that you just bring that and it's fun.
We'll work on it tonight.
I just wondered if you took any classes for the Irish accent. It's one of my favorite parts of the movie.
The part where I do an Irish accent? Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. No classes. I don't even know if they offer classes. Is it like next to 7-Eleven there's an learn Irish? In between the laundromat? No, I'll tell you what I did though. I think anybody can do it. It's just you gotta look at it this way. Some people are better with dialects than others, but it's a homework thing. The only reason I sound like an American is because I was raised here and I heard it and I thank the people that raised me. That's the only reason I, don't sound like I'm from Australia. So what I did is I looked at a lot of interviews, specifically Eddie Irvine, who was a Ferrari Formula One driver, Irish obviously, and I just listened to it over and over again, and to get that specific regional dialect. But my family line's kind of green anyway, so I had a head start.
I bet you Sean can do about 40 accents. Do you think you can?
Shit, I don't even know 40.
You did that fan boat one, that Bayou one.
The what?
The Bayou one. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it's coon-ass. Who can't do coon-ass, man? My granddaddy was coon-ass, right? Never understood a fucking word he said. My granddaddy used to sit on a wicker lawn chair on the porch. And he had like 88 empty bottles beneath him that were those 6-ounce Miller High Life ponies. Little fucking 6-ounce. And he'd be like, God damn, a woman can't get drunk on a pony. But there's 19 of them. And his best friend James sat right next to him. The wonders of life came from those wicker chairs on the porch. Some of the best shit. I was 6 years old, and he's like, Flannery, get out of here. I'd always go out there, my mom would be like, oh God, what's Charlie gonna tell him? Like, well, why you ain't a skirt chaser? Really, what's a skirt chaser, Granddaddy? Why you ain't out there chasing skirt? I'm like fucking 6. When you get pissed off, you go, mouse pussy. I'm fucking 6 years old. That shit, one of my favorite human beings on the planet, man. One of my favorites. Anyway, yes, sir.
Hey guys. I was wondering why did it take so long to make the second movie, and were you guys happy with it at the end of filming?
Rock and Steam.
You know, I think it was I guess it was the courts thing or something like that. I don't know. Wasn't it the courts or?
It was tied up for legal reasons. We couldn't execute a second without keeping some people on board, and there was a lawsuit with some of those people in the executive area, and they had to be removed, which they were, because they were in breach of a couple of areas. As soon as they were extracted, we had the rights to go and make it. We made it the next day. So it wasn't like, yeah, let's wait, we're not in the mood. No, it was like we couldn't actually execute on part two.
And how did you like the second movie compared to the first movie?
I prefer the first. Thanks, guys. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How did you guys, obviously, how did you guys get along with
How did we get along with Billy Connolly and Willem Dafoe? They're killer human beings, they really are. And I think anybody that knows me knows I'm probably not the kind of person that's gonna bullshit. If they were assholes, I'd probably just diplomatically change the answer and steer it away, and you'd have no fucking clue how I did it. But they really are, they're solid individuals. Willem is a super cool cat. Billy Connolly will sit Robin Williams the fuck down with his quick wit and mind, let me tell you that. That cat, some of my best experiences are driving in the van to the set with Billy Connolly. He's one of the most wonderful human beings I've ever had the pleasure to sit next to work next to eat lunch next to go in transport next to, just an intriguing individual. And I had an ab workout sitting next to him because he made me laugh constantly. And Willem Dafoe, this is like Willem Dafoe's sensibility. You know, he has this reputation of being a method actor. You know, only call me by my name, my character name, and only recites lines from the script. Bullshit. But there was one line that he would recite all the fucking time and only with me. We'd be out, and I remember the first time it happened, I'm ordering a margarita pizza with no basil on the top, and there's a cute little waitress coming to the table, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, yeah, margarita pizza, no basil. And Willem is sitting next to me, and he looks at her, and he looks at me, and he goes, fag. And I'm like, fuck. But that just tells you what a funny, good humor dude he is, you know? Just a super, super good individual. It's not hard to work with those cats, you know? I mean, because just like you guys, we hold them in such high esteem, and we're fans of their work. And I don't know if you guys know, but Billy Connolly is Elvis Presley in Europe. He really is. I mean, the guy is huger than he's Chris Rock and 5 others combined. And over here, we kind of, well, some people have heard of him, some people haven't. You're like, okay, he's that character actor. No, he's huge all over Europe. And he's one of the most down-to-earth, quick-witted, fascinating minds I've ever had the pleasure to sit next to. Yes, ma'am.
For people who don't know, you are a very big inspiration to a lot of people. You have your SanAntonio.com blog. Would you tell people who don't know about that?
Yeah, I run a blog.
Nice.
I'm sure to offend. SanAntonio.com. For those of you guys who don't know, I own a couple of martial arts academies in LA, and I started writing about health things, and it turned into some other personal stories and whatnot. And
Life-changing.
well, I'm very flattered. I'm flattered that you know, some people plugged into it, and you know, it's an honor to have people that actually care what you think and write. So I appreciate you putting the spotlight on it. It's SanAntonio.com, and you can check it out. You need to dig it. If you don't, I hope you don't throw bricks at me. You know? Wadded up paper or something. It's on the song.
You probably will.
What's that?
You probably will.
What?
Probably will.
Man.
No, very positive. You're very positive.
I still didn't hear what he said.
You probably will.
Probably will. Oh, bricks. Okay. Mental note. Dude in green, choking the fuck unconscious. Yeah, I said that with a smile. You guys are like, he's just kidding. He's fucking not kidding. I'm joking. Yes, sir. I think we have time for one more.
Hi, Wade.
One more. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I I saw you guys in Orlando, Florida a couple of years ago at one of these, and really enjoyed talking to both of you. What I was wondering is, I know Duffy's back in LA writing the script for the third one now, but when are you going to get him out to one of these events?
I don't think
Yeah, Faith is like, yeah! And more stuff. You're a cutie pie, aren't you? You're a cutie. Duffy, he went to Boston with us once. And maybe we'll get him, what do you got? What's that flag say? 5 minutes. Oh, okay, 5. I lied, so we have time for another one.
Oh, one more?
Oh, actually, when someone is... No, they're good.
One more then. I don't know. Yes, ma'am, in the pink.
Tell me about your experience on Dexter's set.
It was killer. No, you know, I'll tell you why it was cool, because I've had a career out of doing things that nobody's seen, things that don't come out. So, and that's part of being an independent film actor, you know. But it's a really neat prospect to do something that you know people are going to watch, that you know going in has this incredible fan base, and that it's going to come on in, you know, 5,000 different TV screens across America. It just makes you feel good, you know. And everybody in it was super, super cool. I had a wonderful time. We shot it I could skateboard down the hill from my house to get to the studio. It's like, holy shit, when I rap, I can go to my own house. Independent filmmaking, you shoot it in, you know, Romania or something. You're traveling all over the world, and, you know, my life consists of dialing 9 for an outside line, you know, it's just different. I'd rap and I could use my own phone. It was just kind of cool and neat, and it made you feel like a real actor, you know, because you're on a Hollywood production movie studio set. It was just a really neat experience. It really was, and everybody's really nice and cool. And I have only wonderful memories from that, you know. And it was fucking Dexter, you know. It was really cool. Yes, sir.
The third movie, do you guys know anything about it, will Rock will be like appearing like he did in the what's called second one?
Well, like I said, I don't think you can have a Boondock without Rock. That's my personal opinion. I think Troy is important with that. You know, I think as is I think everybody. We do know about it. I do, but I cannot share it because I'm a dick. No, I am a dick. You know, I can't tell you what it's about, but this one's going to be pretty close to the bone, like #1. And I think everybody on board learned a lot through the process of making one and a sequel and etc. And I think this one's going to be, you know, kind of bone marrow. Not even close to the bone, but, you know, pretty important part. I think I'm gonna really dig it too. So I hope we share the same sensibility, and I hope you guys dig it. Really quick one, last one, then we got.
Can you say whether or not it's a prequel or a sequel?
It's a part 3. Guys, it's a part 3. Guys, hey, listen. I want to say how neat this is from our perspective, and how much we appreciate you guys traveling. Some of you guys came from a long way away, and I want to just tell you that it's an incredibly flattering and humble experience to have a room filled up with people that just want to hear you tell stories about something that you're already paid handsomely to do. And it's an honor, and it truly, truly shakes my core when I see a room like this of people that just want to hear stories of shit that you've done in your life. So, thanks for making us smile more than we've made you smile, and trust me when I say that. You guys warm my heart more than we've ever done for you, so thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.